Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland, where I'm just cleaning up from doing 4 contracts for harvesting oats. The good thing about the contracts, they all went to the same spot, so I just had to keep bringing the oats to the same spot. Just fill up the trailer, bring it on up. And I was using my own trailer this time because the trailer I got in the contract was on the small side. I think our trailer holds like almost 40,000 liters. And that's sitting up there. We got to finish delivering the oats, but that's ready to go. I'm picking up the last of the straw bales. And of course, this equipment is from doing the silage contract that we did last episode. So I got that contract to collect on. I got 3 of the harvesting contracts to collect on. And the money I've gotten so far, because at the end of last episode, I think we're like at 88,000. That is mostly from selling straw bales from the oat harvest. I did do a fertilizing contract for just under 3 grand. And yeah, I've already collected one of the harvesting contracts just to get it off the board. Yeah, course play for some reason missed a couple spots there, so I made sure I made the working width a little bit smaller in the next field. But let's go deliver these straw bales, get a little bit of cash. Let's see, about a half a load. So this is going to be like 4 grand, 4,500, somewhere about there. And like I said, then we'll teleport up to the cereal factory. That is where we're delivering the oats to. And that should complete the other 2 contracts and probably have a little bit of grain left over for ourselves, which I'm just going to sell. And then we'll collect on all of the contracts and probably wrap up the month of June. I was having a look at the map earlier just to see if any other fields are ready for harvest. The only other 2 fields that are ready for harvest are the 2 big grass fields. So, I mean, I could sit there and refresh the contracts and try to get a harvesting contract with one of those, but yeah, if it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, then not a big deal. Let's see, let's go ahead and drop those down. Already sold 1 bale for 600. Yeah, so 4 grand for that. I can leave all this equipment right here. I will turn off the Fent just because. Let's go and teleport on up to our tractor up here at the cereal factory. This better complete both of the contracts I got left. It should. There's 1 contract done, another contract done, and I got $2,863 for the other for the extra bonus. So let's see here. That should be completing everything. Let's go in here. So I'll show you the map, what's going on. So I harvested field 54. That was one of the contracts I've done. I harvested field number 19 for oats, 93 for oats, and 92 for oats. Field 94, that is the grass field that we harvested at the beginning of last episode. And, of course, field 47 and 105 are the other grass fields. Our 2 grass fields are ready for harvest too, but the grass is not at full height yet. So we're going to wait until next month before we get to that. Let's go in here and let's go ahead and complete these. And I almost hit refresh contract for some reason. That's the one I leased them on. Contract award there. Contract award there. And the big baling contract. Let's go ahead and collect on that. That leaves nothing here. But that does bring our money up to $140,000. Which is looking rather nice. I'm going to drive this back to the farm because, like I said, right now I have nothing else to do. I could try refreshing the contracts, get one of those grass contracts to come up, but I think I just want to get to the month of July at this point. Because with the money, I would like to spend it. But spend it on what? I have a couple options I can go on. The fuel refinery is $125,000. I kind of said I was going to put it on our grassland that we created, but do I really want to is the question. Something to think about. Just fast forwarding time to the afternoon of the month of June just to see what new contracts come up. I don't want to hit the refresh page because I think sometimes that will make farmers do their fields over a little bit, because there was a field I harvested down by the store and that was cultivated without me even getting a contract on it. So I'm just keep checking these grass fields. So this field here is the one we harvested last episode, and when I refreshed contracts, this field went right from harvested to cultivated. So that job never appeared. But those 2 grass fields are still sitting there. And nothing is coming up in the contract page other than the supply and transport. The other thing I should check on before we skip to the day is the store. Yeah, nothing is for sale in the store that we are looking for. So being 7 o'clock in the evening, I think we're just going to go to the month of July. Hopefully those grass fields are still there and the contract comes up. We have a whole bunch of silage bales that should be ready sometime probably around midday in the month of July. So we should get a good amount of money from there. So let's go ahead and rest up. I think I'm all set. The chickens should be fine on food. I should just check on them just to make sure. Yeah, they're hardly used any of the food. But now we do have 21 chickens, and I think the chickens reproduce every 2 months or so. Once they're at full age, I kind of forgot about that. Let's sleep until 8 o'clock. Wake up in the morning, see what's for sale in the store. Not that I really want to purchase anything, because this month I really would like to get the fuel refinery down. Our grass is at full height, so this is ready to rock and roll. The chickens are slowly producing eggs, but like I said, we only got 21 chickens. These should be like a, what, 85, 90%, 94%, so not too far off from those being ready to be brought to the store. Used vehicles, nothing. Now I want to go to this page here, and let's see. The grass fields are still there, and a whole bunch of other fields have popped up for harvesting, which is great. Now, canola should be kind of ready, and that's why I want to get the fuel refinery down as soon as I can. Let's jump into the contract page and see what's coming up here. Let's see, supply and transport. Let's see, harvesting wheat, harvesting barley, harvesting wheat, barley, and wheat. No canola and none of the grass fields. And really all these contracts, for the amount of work I got to do, is it worth it? Somewhat, because I can get the straw off it. Cultivating, I could do these 2 jobs here because we haven't done any cultivating jobs. So let's go ahead and we will borrow. It's $964 to borrow the cultivator. That's fine. I'll still get paid decently. I'll still get like $3,500, and then I'll get the money back by doing this contract right here. So borrow items, and then accept contract. Yeah, we're all good there. See, chickens are fine. Everything else is fine. My grass fields I'm going to hold off on to for just a little while. I would like to get the butterfly mower for our tractor and our set, so it makes the mowing a little bit easier. But I need that money for other things, right? Let's see. Let's go on down here to a T7. Field 19, which is like right behind us, so we'll get that one done first. So another plan I had when I was doing the oat harvesting in between episodes, I know I said I would like to possibly put down the fuel refinery in that grass field that we made by the telephone pole, but the piece of land right next to it is only $100,000. So if we can get up to $225,000 by the end of the day, the end of the month, I would probably just buy that land and put the fuel refinery there, and that way I'm not losing any of my grass field. And that grass field should pay off great dividends, partially today because those silage bales we have kind of came from that grass field, and of course we got to cut that grass today also. But if I keep doing the contracts today, hopefully those grass contracts will come up in the bigger fields, and we know those pay like $15,000 to $20,000 plus whatever I get off the field as well. So we should be doing rather good. I know I shouldn't be turning sharp corners with a cultivator while it's in the ground, but you know what? It's not my equipment, so we're just gonna go with it. But we will be selling our silage bales this episode. You're not that far off, although I don't want to speed up time too much either. So getting that fuel refinery down, like I've mentioned, it does have like a wind turbine on it. So once I put it down, we can just activate the wind turbine and start selling electricity. And we'll start making some money on the side from that. And once we start harvesting canola, I can put any extra canola I get off the contracts into the fuel refinery, and I can start making fuel. It's not just canola. I'm trying to remember what other... I'm guessing corn might be another one, but don't hold me to that. We will find out either this episode or next episode what that fuel refinery will take and start making fuel. And yeah, we'll make the fuel. I don't have a tanker to sell the fuel yet, but we can always just go ahead and save up 25 grand and buy ourselves a tanker to start selling the fuel. Then once we get the fuel refinery down, we start making some side income. Things will start progressing a little bit faster. Although I think things have been progressing at a good rate so far. 10 episodes in and we got some land. We got decent equipment. We still need a lot of equipment, and of course the farm itself needs sheds, silos, a whole bunch of stuff like that. I've also decided on, we are going to have sheep on this map, but just recently the dairy sheep have come out, and I've never done that. So I think we're going to go ahead and get some dairy sheep. And also, I can't remember if it was in this series or No Man's Land series, I was talking about how the animals, the grass fields, the grass in the animals' fields used to be able to be collected and used for animal feed, but now that mod came out just yesterday as I'm recording this. So I don't know if I want to activate that or not. For the sheep, I would like to, but if I have cows, that means cows will... The feed trough may fill up with grass for the cows, and that would take up space for TMR. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or not in this series. And of course, Maize Plus just came out as well as a mod, which is, that's another mod I always want to get it into, but I have yet to get into it yet. Maybe this is not the series to get into it. Maybe those are some things once I finish up No Man's Land and start another new series. Because I only want to have, at maximum, 2 Farming Simulator series going at once. And I already have an idea for another series. If I just, you know, with 2 already going, I don't want to start a 3rd series. It'd be too much. Plus all the other games I'm trying to get onto the channel. It'd be a bit too much. Yeah, I think after we finish these cultivating contracts, I'm going to refresh the contract page. Those harvesting contracts are not bad, but they're just time-taking. I would like to get one of the grass field contracts to come up. If I lose those contracts disappear for harvesting the wheat and barley, I'm not too concerned about it. The straw does pay off nicely, but that's only if you get a good amount of it. And a lot of those harvesting contracts are on small fields. They're less than $1,000, so I'm going to get like a bale or 2 of straw off of them. First field is done, and I think this size of a field for cultivating, I think I'm going to call on Frank. Let's go ahead and get Frank all set up here. Let's see, create job. Not follow me, not go to, not field work, course play. There we go. We are down here. And I think 3 headlands might be somewhat okay. Might be a little bit too narrow, but I'm sure he'll get along just fine. He'll get most of it done, and whatever he doesn't get done, I'll have to come down and finish off myself. Actually, it's Francine that's taking over, because we are going to go back to our farm, and we're going to grab our class Arion, and 94%. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get actually harvesting our own grass field here, so that requires the baler and the mower. Before I do, though, I think I'm going to go down to the store and top off with some diesel. So let me go ahead and do that. And that way, I mean, I should have plenty of diesel to mow this grass field over here. But I'm kind of curious to see how many bales we get off that field. What was it, 23, 25 bales we got off the field on a regular meadow. But now it's a grass field and it's been fertilized. Not really limed that well, but we'll see what we get for our harvest off it. Just traveling up and down this road, looks like there's more fields for harvest than I thought there was, so we'll have to wait and see if they come up on the contract page. I did have a quick look, and the fuel refinery looks like it will take sugarcane, sunflowers, and canola mainly. So I want to have a quick look at the map once again to see if there's any canola fields that are ready for harvest. Need to sneak in here and pick that mower on up. Let's go to this page here. Let's see here. Any of these fields up here, canola fields? Well, just having a quick look at the map, I don't see any of the canola fields that are ready for harvest. I may have missed one or two of the smaller fields, but overall, no canola fields, and that's the main thing I'm looking for because that's what I would use for the fuel refinery. Let's go ahead and cut our grass field, shall we? Let's go ahead and get this ready as well. Unfold that. And then, whoops, and then turn this on as well. So this property right in front of us right here, that's what I'm looking to buy for $109,000, I think it is. So in order to make the fuel refinery work there, you know, we're looking at like $235,000 is what I need. We already got 140. So this is a matter of what do I get for contracts today? What can I get for our silage bales that will be ready probably around 11 o'clock? Noon hour. I probably should reset the bale counter. That's Control X. Okay, wait, let me go to here. Anytime I hit Control X, it wants to fold things and not reset the bale counter. Well, I have to count the bales manually, I guess, unless I do this Control X. Nope, just wants to. Just keeps unfolding my mower. All right, hang on a second. Maybe I can do it on the key binds. All right, reset the control binds, and now we're good to go. So you can see on the left-hand side, it says 0 bales. We have already made one, so let's have to add one to our total. But I'm hoping when we get done, it's going to be somewhere, or I'm hoping for 40. No, you know what would be good? If you actually turn the mower back on, because you're not going to get any bales unless you cut grass. So let me go ahead and fire that back up. I don't know, is 40 asking too much? I have no idea. But the only way to find out is actually get mowing. And we'll find out near the end. I think this is going to take me about a half an hour. And we'll hopefully Francine will be done by then, so we collect on those contracts. But we'll get this field mowed, taken care of. Maybe speed up time so I can sell my bales to see how our money situation actually is, because I have no idea how much I'm going to get for those bales. But if I get a lot of cash, then we might be buying that piece of property right there. And we can put our fuel refinery right on that. Just about wrapping this up. Yeah, I said it. So, not quite the 40 bales I was kind of shooting for. But it's still an increase currently. And I'll explain a little bit more of that in just a second. Yeah, I got one more pass to go here. So, last time we cut this grass, had to double check on it. We got 23 bales off this. But also, some of that land up there was concrete / asphalt. So the grass field is slightly bigger than it was before. So I'm going to just bump it up to, let's just say we got 25 bales or could have gotten 25 bales out the field before. So what do we get now? Well, we're about to find out here. Got some more pieces to pick on up. Yeah, that part over there, it's a little steep right there, so the mower gets off the ground a little bit too high for it to mow the grass, but we'll go over there and collect that little piece there. Just remember, when we see the bale counter, we got to add 1 because I was a little slow to reset it. Let's grab that piece there. In order to get these pieces, I think I got to go this way. That's not enough to make another bale, so let me go ahead and pop this up. So yeah, we made 25 bales plus 1, 26. So it's almost the same, which doesn't quite make sense. I'm always used to being told that a grass meadow is not going to produce as much grass as a regular grass field would. So I'm not quite sure. But I mean, if you want to go off the total of 23 bales last time, and this time we made 26. Each bale is 7,000 liters, or is it 6,000? It's 7,000 liters. So 23 bales at 26. 3 more bales. That's 21,000 more liters of grass. But like I said, we did expand this field a little bit more. But overall, you know, it's not too bad. It is what it is at this point. Let me go ahead and raise that. I don't know if Francine, how she's getting along. I did not notice that she was done. And why? Why did you stop? This whole time, I thought you were out here working and they stopped? I don't know how that happened. I mean, okay. I mean, did she go back home for breakfast, or... That looks like Francine's sister, actually, at this point. But either way, yeah, we'll let that continue, I suppose. Let's go back to here. Now, I do have the grass around the chicken coop to get, but I can get that later on. I was kind of hoping she'd be done cultivating that field so I can refresh the contracts. But now we gotta wait. Since I am waiting for her, let me go ahead and get this grass field done as well, I suppose. We'll turn that on here. And we'll turn this on here. Now, this feels a little bit more of a tight squeeze to get around, but I'll get these bales made up and see how far she gets in cultivating that field. Hopefully she doesn't quit on me again. I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is. Would like to get another bale off of this, but don't think so. Still not too bad. And once we get finished with this, I think I will refresh the contracts, even though Francine isn't quite done cultivating that field yet. See what contracts do come up. I'm just going to refresh it once. I don't want to refresh it too many times because I think that spazzes out a little bit of the contract work. Let me go ahead and drop off the mower. That way I can get into those tight spaces a little bit more. I do like the fact that we can plant short grass on the map. That way when you put down your home, you just have like this little short grass, but you can mow it, and I think when it regrows, it's going to grow into long grass. I think that's what it's been doing here. Not too sure if that's the case, but I will find out in a couple days' time. Well, even though I'm not going to get another bale out of this, at least I'll have a good start next time we go cut the grass. And I'm actually thinking it would be nice to sell the silage bales I currently have, but I think right now the silage price is in the tank, meaning it's not good at all. So why not hold on to it for another month? I mean, it would be nice to expand and know exactly what I'm getting. And speaking of exactly what I'm getting, that's what I'm going to get for the grass here. Let me just check on the silage price right now. I think June, July is like the worst time to sell silage. And if we go to here, yeah, July is like the worst month at 152 is the lowest price. And currently, yeah, we're right at that. So if I wait just like another month, doesn't go up that much, but it's going to be better than what it is. And like I said, currently I don't really need to sell the bales and get the money. Although it would be, like I said, it would be nice. So I think we're going to hold off on selling these. Even they're not ready right now anyways. Yeah, they're at 94%. Somewhere around noon they'll be ready. These bales I'm going to leave here until I sell those, because I don't want to get them mixed up. Because if I bring them to the sell point, I think these will just sell as grass bales. So don't want to get those mixed up. Let me go see if Francine's actually still working. She is. Congratulations. Let me come on down here. So, I mean, we only got like one somewhat good contract for harvesting and another one that's good for contracting. Cultivating, I can complete this because I did not borrow the items on it. So let's go ahead and collect on that. And let's go ahead and refresh the page. Another cultivating one, but since I don't have a cultivator, not that big of a deal. I was really hoping for those grass contracts would come up. The farmers didn't do them already, did they? Let's see. 47 is grass, and I think 105 is grass. Yes, so those fields are still there. Those contracts could pop up sometime today. But, yeah, I don't want to refresh the contracts anymore. Just yet, I'm going to wait until Francine gets done with cultivating this field here. So, yeah, we didn't really get that much done this episode. Well, we did, but we didn't. We got the grass fields cut, our own grass fields. Those will be ready again in, let's see, August, September. Those will be ready again in October. We got one cultivating job done. We're going to finish this one off here. But our money is up to 140 with silage bales getting ready to be sold. But like I said, we'll probably do those in August. Once the canola fields are ready for harvest, and any extra canola we get, we can put it into our fuel refinery. Question is, where do we put our fuel refinery? That's wrong button. Where do we put our fuel refinery? Yeah, I mean, the grass field did not yield as well as I was hoping to. I mean, it could do probably a little bit better if I put some lime down. It's going to look really bad now because we just did a harvest on it. I don't have that much fertilizer in our lime spreader, our fertilizer spreader, so I can probably go ahead and do that. Actually, the lime's not that far down in this field here. For this piece of property, I could buy for $109,000 and put the fuel refinery right on here instead of taking up some of our grass field. And then, yeah, the fuel refinery is not this big, and I can actually expand this and actually put more grass in, but I think I'll leave it open for other opportunities. So right now I'm thinking, buy this land, put the fuel refinery on it, and keep the grass the way it is. But yeah, we got some more grass bales. These will be ready in October when the price will be better. We'll sell those in August. Sorry, got to get my month straight. And as for more contracts today, I don't know what I'll do off camera. Oops, I got more grass here to pick up. Okay, I got to get on top of that. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. Just playing it by ear as I go along here, as you can tell. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.